Hi, it's 975 and welcome to Nipsy Does Honor Mode, episode 36. And basically, I blitzed through the rest of the underground bit, just heading for the big boss fight. I wasn't particularly that bothered by, talking to or role-playing out the rest of it. I just went straight for attack and just beat everyone to death that was down here. There's like this little barracks area you can loot. There's all sorts of weird interactions you can have, but I don't need to harvest much more XP, and I just wanted to kill them, to be honest. So yeah, I probably shouldn't have done, but I just went straight in and started smacking people. It was I should have probably healed up some people first, but it was quite cathartic and entertaining anyway. And yeah, some fireballs, really? Fireballs? I'm gonna have to smack crap out of you for that. But yeah, it was fairly brutal, and the usual knockdown, proning, smacking everyone until they're dead sort of thing. But yeah, I can another hit to take that one down, and yeah, it was a pretty easy fight. No one down in these barracks areas can be a problem. As you can see, my lot are all fully healed, and they're about to get clobbered to death. So that's that. Yeah, and then I took the lift down. There's a recharge point just before the big fight, so you can get all your spells back and everything. And if you look at the amount of spells I got, Potion of Bloodlust on Lizelle, Potion of Giant Strength on Karlach, the usual big potions that you've got. This is really our introduction to Gortash and to Orin, and yeah, so I thought I'd leave that in. Then we come to the boss fight. So the first stage of the boss fight goes really well for me, and when he transforms into the aspect of Merkel, I must admit it started going really badly for me. The whole aura of fear, etc., was meaning I was losing tons of actions. It just became arduous and a real struggle. I wasn't in danger throughout the fight, but it was just one of those fights that was just a bit annoying. Yeah, immediately invisible Misty Step almost released. That's the way to play that one really quickly, and then jump up in the face, take care of the lithids, and then shoot these guys over here, because these guys are annoying as all hell. They do a surprisingly I won't say decent amount of damage, but they do a surprisingly annoying amount of stuff. So I was able to do some special arrows into them and whittle them down a bit, and yeah, I love having us with us. I'm not gonna have us for that long, because us is obviously yeah, not that strong, hasn't got that many hit points. But I did use the elemental to distract Big Boy. If he's throwing his attacks to the elemental, he's not throwing them to anyone else, including her, because let's face it, she'll be over here with her wings trying to pick a fight and get killed, because she's a pain in the butt. But this bit was fairly easy, but like I say, I was my own fault. I got overconfident, and I should have could have done things differently, done things better. But ultimately he got absolutely tonked in this mode, and then absolutely tonked me back in the other mode. I can't believe I lost concentration already on Spirit Guardians. That was a bit annoying, but yeah, I do love that thing. Just pounds people when they're on the floor, and this is just all decent damage. I put out the counter charm. I should have done more of this later on, because counter charm is really useful for improving the chances of my guys being less frightened. Ketheric doesn't take that much damage to deal with him. And we were smacking crap out of him, which was quite fun. And yeah, on the whole, this part, like I say, just went fine. But the aspect of Merkel part, just, I don't know. I just lost track of things. Too many things got on top of me, and I just wasn't outputting enough damage. I don't know what I've done wrong with Karlach's build, but you have thrown weapons later on in this fight. Because when I go out, I later on get her out of combat and have her on the ledge where Nipsy is shooting, while Nipsy ends up in combat. Which, you know, it's gone badly when that happens. But all in all, it was just, yeah, I just wasn't outputting the damage against him, and the fear effects was really having a negative effect on me. And that was even with counter charm in play. Admittedly, it was quite handy for blasting these guys when she got scared, but yeah, it was annoying because he's got like a warded death ward around him. He can't be knocked down. There's a lot of things that don't affect him. I decided to go in with a shriek. That was, I don't know. I don't think I should have done that. I think I should have stayed back and just counterspelled and done more of that side of things. But as you can see, Karlach's nearly already down. Well, Karlach is already down, and the only way I can get people revived is to get them. You can't first aid them. You have to you can first aid them, but you have to push them away from him, or you can resurrect people. But yeah, so ultimately this was not going well. I've done a fair amount of damage, but he's immune to some of the damage types I'm putting out, and yeah, I don't know, I just felt I could have handled this a lot better. And when I managed to get people in a position where I could heal them, I don't think I healed them enough as quickly enough. But you know, I thought Karlach up here throwing stuff in would be really, really damaging, but she just wasn't. I mean, to be honest, the main effect of her throwing stuff is to knock it prone and then just run in and smack it. I'm not going all out on the throwing stuff. The Spirit Guardians are really good for keeping his guys away from him, because if they get too close they heal him, so it's really good for zoning out his guys. It's not particularly great on doing damage to him, and plus you don't really want to get Shadowheart killed up there because she's the one you use to bring everyone else back. I should have, they say, Misty stepped away with Nipsy, and just stayed back and blasted him with spells. I should have done a lot of things differently in this fight, but I didn't, and it's kind of annoying. I was hoping to do the extra damage because he was on fire, but yeah, you can see the way he took out the elemental. Lazelle's nearly down. Karlach got absolutely tanked. All in all, this has not been the easiest of the fights for me, but you know, it is supposed to be one of those hard boss fights. But the problem is, it did turn into a grind rather than. It wasn't particularly difficult. It was just annoying, which is kind of a bit of a shame, because D&D's better when it's still fun. It's a bit annoying when it becomes a grindy. You've defeated the monster, but you're just going to take 3 or 4 more rounds to do the damage to defeat it. It kind of it kind of sucks. But yeah, it was one of those fights. What I'm going to do is leave you with a bit of the fight, and I'm going to come back at the end, because you'll see it goes on and on and on. It takes so long to grind him down, but pretty much that's my strategy set up, is try and revive him when he gets put away from him. Anyone that needs healing over time, just keep him at distance for a while, let them heal up and do as much as they can with ranged stuff. And ultimately try and stop his support getting to him. But yeah, it was what it was. I feel like I could have done better, but it all worked out in the end. Anyway, I'll be back when the music changes. So finally the big guy goes down, we get another speech from Ketherick, then we get an angry angel come in and stomp on his head, which is hilarious and is the sort of level of anger I expect from my other half on a regular basis. And then that's it, we're into Act 3, we've got one more night's kip to go, some of my favourite cutscenes to go, and obviously nothing's going to happen in that night's rest, for sure. But yeah, all in all, I gotta say, an annoying as hell boss fight that I did really badly in. Let me know in the comments down below what I should have done better, but at least I'm through it, and the party of ladies are still going forward kicking butt, and we'll drag them into Act 3 and see what fun we can have in Act 3. But yeah, let me know what I did wrong in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of Isabel's girlfriend's mad vengeance on Isabel's father, which is a bit weird. Dame Alis comes in and it's stompy stomp time, and even my character looks horrified. Anyway, that's all. Thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Let me know what you think in the comments down below.